Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we're talking about the new Remus Master Distiller Experimental Series. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Darren McElroy, Kathy Kuhl, and Jeff Andreezy.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
Hey-oh. So yeah, they've got a fun new series. Ian Stirsman continues to get more power within the MGP organization. He's a really good guy, by the way. So I'm glad for that. He's a cool cat. I've known him for quite a while. And I knew him before I even knew him. One of those things. I took a tour there, a press tour there one time, and he had on a hat, a hard hat, that had a sticker on there that said, "No one cares that your bourbon's from Kentucky," or whatever it is. It's the Lenny sticker. He had a Lenny sticker on his hat, so I was like, "Hey!" I took a picture of it, and so that was before I knew who Ian was, and yeah, he was leading our tours, which is pretty cool. So
that's neat.
Yeah, and he had on the deer hammer thing. He said he ran into Lenny at some trade show or something like that, and he had his stickers out. Yeah, there you go. There's the Lenny sticker.
So that was actually what my small talk was about, was Lenny's stickers.
Oh, okay. Oh,
which is, I don't know how this happened. This
fortuitous
wasn't set up.
Yeah, all right.
But Lenny is known for these stickers,
right?
And so, like, I have one here that says "craft as fuck." Got any of that Colorado whiskey in the back, and then your single malt sucks. And then my personal favorite of his is "Your mom drinks my single malt." I think that one's hilarious. But he has all these different fun little stickers. Right. And I'll give my answer first to give you guys a little bit of time to think. But I want to know what you guys would pitch to him as a good sticker idea, or at least a decent sticker idea to try and get made. And mine is, I don't care that you don't like rye whiskey, try it anyway. Okay. Because the amount of times that people come in and say, "I don't like rye," and then they leave with a bottle of rye, it happened 3 times today alone.
Yeah.
And I think that would be the sticker.
People have hate for rye that don't have a clue, so it's weird to me. I don't understand, but yes, that would be a good one.
Hey, man, that's a tough question.
Yeah, it is. It's really not fair. But I've been thinking about it all day. So
elevation matters.
Elevation matters. There you go. Yeah.
Drink up and shut the fuck up.
If you'll feel better, we'll charge you $300 for it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's what I always feel. Our stuff's just retail price. It's like these people get so pumped up. The ones that are sitting there and tell me stories about how they overpay for stuff, I always drop that. Like, hey, I can double the price on this or triple it if you like.
Yeah, we can always charge you more.
So you got a great story then. Yeah, I really wanted this one, so I paid 3 times. So yeah. All right. KK, can you come up? Well, you all came up with something.
I know, and you really distracted me with yours. There was one brewing, and it's left me something about. I left a review at Deer Hammer
All I got was this stupid sticker.
And all I got was a stupid sticker.
And all I got was be rated on the internet.
Right.
The other
Those are
one
the
would be
best responses.
the other one would just be please leave a 1-star review.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Please leave a 1-star review.
Yeah, man.
Those things go like hotcakes
right.
at tastings.
Yeah, his
Those stickers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the best.
Yeah, he's really funny with that stuff.
And what kills me is when people pick up the "I'm a big bourbon guy."
And they
they're
don't
like,
get the joke.
I'm a big bourbon guy.
Yeah.
And they love, and I'm like, oh,
They don't
You're
get
not in on the joke. Yeah, it's right over your head.
They don't get the joke.
they don't get the joke.
Right. So there you go. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with KK this time. KK, what you got? As they
I
say.
got a Remus
Okay.
single barrel from the ABV shop.
All right. Okay, solid. Solid. Could be enough. Things go absolutely right for you. We'll see how it goes. Beka's next. Oh, and she's getting up now. This is like old Beka. That used to be her thing back in the day. She'd sit around, laugh, yuck it up, and converse with the other people during the segment. And then when I'd say it's her, she'd be like, oh, get up, walk around, get a bottle.
Start doing that again, Steve. I mean,
oh, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah.
I've got a bottle of Rebel Yell single barrel.
Okay.
Wait, that's not MGP.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
There's Kentucky straight bourbon on it.
Well, these days it's owned by MGP though. MGP owns Lux Row, which that's their product. So I mean, it's not made in Indiana. That one.
Close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. Darren looks ready to go, so we'll let him go.
I'm the opposite problem with Beka. This is made by MGP. It's just not their product. I have some Rye 3 toasted barrel finish.
Okay. I think Kathy's was still better than that, so we're going to leave Kathy as our leader. Jeff, you're next.
I have some Remus single barrel. It's not from Steve. It's from Happy Harry's. It's barrel number 1, 2022.
It could be for me. Okay.
2022.
No. It was one of your better cork pops, but not enough. KK's got the lead. I'm just going with some Yellowstone here. This is a pick Jim and I did we did it in 2019. This is barrel picks from 2020, so a long time ago. Let's see what we got here. Yellowstone, again, owned by MGP, though this was, of course, made in Kentucky. Oh, no, nothing there. Swing and a miss, and then nothing. So KK wins. Cheers to her.
Cheers.
Cheers, KK.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this new experimental series from Remus. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Bumpers are unscripted, so go ahead. All right, he's got the Terminator glasses on for inspiration. Go ahead, here we go.
I'll be back. I'm not doing that, Steve. Come on.
And you're listening to The Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the new Remus Master Distiller Experimental Series.
Yes, we are. What do they got going on here, KK? What's happening with this?
Well, since you asked, I did some research.
Okay.
I have to pull it out of my research receptacles.
Going back into her search history.
Into the
read her
archives.
Research.
Into my archives of research.
Yeah.
So the Master Distiller Experimental Series, like you said, Ian Stirsman, he will experiment with grains, recipes, and maturation techniques. And he's going to create some one-of-a-kind bourbons with unique flavor profiles.
Yeah.
So the first series has been aged for 9 years in lightly charred, heavy toasted, sanguine Moreau barrels.
What's that, Darren? Mr. Tree Guy.
I don't know.
Oh,
Sounds like a
he
wine.
lets us down. He lets us down.
I don't think it's a type of wood.
We bring an expert on, a so-called expert, and this is what he does to us. Wow.
This used to be such a learning opportunity.
I am sure that is a wine.
So frustrating. Okay.
Well, these mysterious Seguin Moreau barrel staves were seasoned 24 months.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 107 proof. It's a bourbon, and they gave us tasting notes of cedar, port wine, and fig, then followed by oak, toasted marshmallows, and chocolate.
Yeah.
And then finishes with candied pecans, black walnut, and leather.
Yeah. Look, what cracks me up about this, and again, this is going to be rectified at some point because Luxco is handling their sales, but look at where Remus is.
I know, right?
How many say it's almost embarrassing. This is this big company, MGP, that could never get their act together on distribution and getting things out. They could never. It's in what? 10 markets? 12
states.
12 states. They have infinity in terms of product, the ability to put together and get it out there anywhere. But they managed to get that out in 12 states. Weird. Go ahead, Darren.
I have found out what it is. It is not a wine, but it is also not a tree. It is the name of a cooperage in California that makes a lot of the wine barrels.
Yeah, you think you would know that? That's wood adjacent. That's wood adjacent. Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff you need to know if you're forestry guy. So you got to know. You got to know that.
Yeah.
Where is the tree going? Who is working with the tree?
Right.
Where all that stuff. Tree from?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you guys know many forestry people because they don't care, to put it nicely. They're like, I'm getting paid.
If you can find it in one of those 12 states, it's pricing at $79.99 for a 750.
That's a good price for an experimental series that's got some oomph to it. 24-month air seasoned, from one of the big guys. Again, that's something like Royce Neely has every day with his stuff. But the big guys, you don't see them doing 24 months air season. They're just too big. They don't do that shit. This sounds good. And what I love, going back to what Kathy was telling us about this series, it sounds like anything's on the table. Ian, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a finish here? Do you want to do alternative grains? What are you thinking for this release? So I like turning over creativity for a company that hasn't been too creative through the years. You think about MGP, they're making their 95.5 rye. They're making the same things over and over again. Each day's Groundhog Day for them, and they're doing this stuff. This sounds like they're giving someone a lot of latitude to create some cool stuff. So we'll see what happens out of it.
And it aged for 9 years.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Right.
So
Someone had an idea.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's not like 6 months ago they're like, "Hey, Ian,
right.
you want to try some stuff?"
Yeah.
Remus tells a pretty good story, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of stories behind whiskey, so it's kind of fun to read what they put out and things. But
yes,
this sounds fun.
This sounds fun.
And at that price,
right.
why not?
Yeah.
So
yeah, if I see it, I'm going to take a flyer. I'm going to grab it.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the start of the future for MGP, starting to think of their brand a different way, not just the people that source whiskey, because there's a lot more competitiveness in that field than ever before. And every day there will be more, it seems like, is where we're heading. But I think it's going to start leading them to doing more special releases, because really, besides the Remus products that they already do, there's a couple Luxco special releases. There's really not even that many. And there's the one Yellowstone. Penelope doesn't even have that many big special releases. It's more batches and stuff that they plan on doing again. I think a really easy jump for them to make would be doing. Now, they can't call it the Antique Collection. I get that that's the problem. But something similar where they do the best of the best of each of their brands that are under them, right? Oh, we're going to take this Yellowstone and elevate it and put it in a different bottle and release it as a set and start doing these set things that they now have the space to sell it. They have Penelope's partially set up in Luxco now, and they have people visiting their distilleries. Actually, someone was in the shop and said he went to Kentucky and he went to do 2 distilleries, and one of them was Luxco. That was who they chose to go to. So there's a lot of this that's going the right way for them. And so I think the more you can start to do, the more you can get out of just being the people that source whiskey. Yeah. And rely on selling your own stuff yourself.
I just shared with the group, and again, this shows you the spot that MGP is in right now. I was just on Yahoo yesterday, and what pops up, they got the ads on the side and all that. What pops up is an MGP ad saying you're looking to source whiskey. I mean, we've heard from them years, hey, you're cut off. We don't even contact us because we're not get taken on any new clients. Now they're literally advertising online to try to get Yahoo. Yeah, but that shows you how successful Bardstown is, and some of these other ones, they're taking away these contracts and stuff like that.
Taking away the market. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So the market's shifting, so they have to do this. Like Darren said, they have a great portfolio of brands. They got to start doing some stuff with them, and this sounds like a step in that direction.
And last St. Louis Bourbon Palooza, Dustin had really fun and interesting things to share that were going to be proprietary just to MGP. They weren't going to release barrels of those recipes to anyone else. They were going to use them for their own products. So they've known for a while that they have to start doing something.
Right. Yeah.
To single themselves out.
Yeah. So it'll be fun, and a lot of that will probably come out under the Yellowstone label. Remus is one that they can certainly expand upon. We'll see what happens with them. They're just such a weird anomaly. It's just this huge company that for many years had this business model that worked well, and now things are changing, and they have to change, and we'll see if they can make those changes. So, yeah, interesting. So. The other thing is, Darren and I were talking about this yesterday. Will they ever just offer tours to the general public? Because that would be a hell of an opportunity for them. They could make a lot of money off of tours, a gift shop where you could buy products, particularly if they could, if you go to Bardstown, they have in their gift shop, they sell all the brands from people who source from them. If MGP decided they wanted to take that approach, that would be an interesting place to shop.
Could you imagine I don't think all of Bardstown brands are there, but if MGP is we're going to do all of the brands, and it's going to be 300 active brands or whatever that is. That would be drawing people in. I know there's not much to do in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, but as I was saying the other day, that would draw people in.
It's not that far from like Cincinnati. I mean, it's like an hour from Cincinnati. It's not in the middle of nowhere.
It's not far off that, like, I mean, people drive all over the place to go to distilleries. So, I mean, it's really not.
Yeah. But I'm saying that would be enough to draw people like that are doing Kentucky to come up there. It would be enough of a presence of a different experience to draw people in.
Right.
You don't really have to. I mean, sure, it'd be nice probably if they had like the hotels and the
Julie from the Beelines, she's got it together enough that they'd be on the Beeline before you know it. Yeah. So we'll see. There you go. There's a little bit about what's going on with Remus. Exciting new product out, affordable. None of us have tried it yet. It's not really out yet. But we'll see as it comes out. Hopefully we'll all get the opportunity to taste it and see where it's at. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. So there you go. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, Jeff.
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, KK.
I am on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. I think it's going to be abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop. We've always got a lot of cool things going on. You never know who's going to stop in. It's a fun time at the ABV Barrel Shop. You can check out our calendar or sign up for our emails over at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, Missy, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.